Welcome to the Zambia Forestry and Forest Industries Corporation, Zaffico PLC. The corporation is Zambia's largest exotic forestry company in the country. We started our operations in 1982, initially as a department under the forestry department then, which was under the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Over the years, a number of changes have occurred to the establishment of the corporation. In 2020, we were listed under the Lusaka Securities Exchange, and we're glad to state that at the moment we are one of the subsidiaries under the Industrial Development Corporation, the IDC Group, with government holding 63% shares in the corporation. Zaffico's business focus is the establishment and management of exotic forestry plantations, as well as adding value to some forestry products on the market so that we could meet both the local and international demands. In terms of our forest products, we basically specialize in growing two types of tree species. We grow pine and eucalyptus trees. When we started operations as a corporation, our plantations were established on the Copperbelt province. However, over the years we have been able to grow, and we are now operational in 5 provinces of the country. So Zaffico now is on the Copperbelt province, Northern, Luapula, Muchinga, as well as northwestern provinces of Zambia. Our estimated coverage of plantations is currently sitting at 57,100. So you can see from this growth that it actually ties in very well with the theme for this year's International Trade Fair, where we are basically talking about value addition for sustainable growth. Because as a corporation, every year as we are demonstrating to the people that are coming through our stand, we are able to show how our operations are managed, from collection of seeds, from preparation of the soil, collection of the seeds, the management of our nurseries, mature plantations, to their value addition processes at the port treatment plant. Through that, Zaffico is not only supporting the provinces in which we are, the 5 provinces in which we are, by creating jobs for the local people, but ultimately we are in all these areas where we are. When we venture into our new areas, we are establishing new plantations. So there we are creating jobs for people. We are reaching out to the community through different initiatives. But also, I would also like to state that in terms of promoting sustainable growth, as we harvest our trees, the ones that are mature, as we harvest the trees every year, we also plant. We are also replanting. So we're not just cutting down trees as a corporation. There's also sustainability in the sense that wherever we harvest the trees that are mature for offloading onto the market, by replanting in the areas that have been cleared. At this point, let me hand over to my colleague, Mr. Justin Tongo, to talk about how our business focus has changed over the years, not just from growing pine and eucalyptus trees, but also adding value by diversifying our operations to include the operations of our port treatment plants.
My name is Justin Tongo, Plantation Manager for Zaffico. As Zaffico, we are planting two types of trees, which are pine and eucalyptus. The eucalyptus is a hardwood tree that matures at 12 years. The eucalyptus matures at 15 years, and after harvesting, we add value. We have set up a port treatment plant in Karurushi, along Karurushi-Sabina Road, which is treating poles of various sizes. The poles are used for transmission of various lines and services. We also have poles for fencing farms and other uses. We also have poles that are used in construction. I should also mention that we have created a lot of employment for the local people around our plantations, and we have a very cordial working relationship with all the traditional leaders in the areas that we are operating from.